Do we have a cat? Oh, we're live. Yay.
Good
Good
morning, good
morning.
afternoon, good
Yeah.
evening, wherever you're tuning in from. It is Monday morning
Yep.
here in northern Alberta,
No.
10:35. We're a few minutes late because we were gabbing on the other side.
Yeah, sorry guys. But you know what? In 10 more days, the days get longer again. Did you know that? We're
Yay,
about to
winter
have the shortest
solstice.
day and then life looks up again.
Amen. Amen. I'm looking for some brighter days ahead.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
actually up here in northern Alberta, it's like 4 o'clock and it's getting dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been beautiful almost every single day though. Like I haven't got any complaints for this year.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. I mean, yes, we do need the moisture, so
Yeah.
I mean, the snow can come. We're not going to completely complain. Oh, of course, here goes my phone. One moment.
Oh goodness. That's what going live is like. I got my kids in the background. I'm trying to get them to go downstairs. Jennifer's phone is usually ringing. Busy, busy, busy. How are you guys? Where are you watching from? Let us know. Today, Jennifer and I are just kind of having a casual conversation, talking about life, talking about stuff. So feel free to join in at any time with your comments or questions. We're happy to answer them. Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, as long as they don't leave a voice message again, we'll be good.
Oh, that's funny. You don't have a drawer to hide it in this time?
No, because I'm at my kitchen table.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
I was just telling everyone we're going to have just a casual conversation today. If they have any questions, pop on. We're happy to answer them, whether it's business, personal, whatever. We're pretty much an open book.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll just pop that on here, and that can just scroll by, so we don't have to repeat it a million times.
There we go, right? The process of automation, I love it. I'm getting a cold and my nose is like the one side is plugged and the other side, it's driving me crazy. I can
Tis
hear
the
my
season.
voice. Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
bring you. I'll
got my
bring you over some of my garlic.
apparently it works. So,
Yeah, it does actually. Garlic is
uh,
actually one of the best natural antibiotic type remedies that you can use. And
I've
I
heard that.
actually, so this is really cool. I made like a cold and flu balm with garlic, and then I also made a natural cough syrup with garlic and honey. And it's quite interesting because when you use like a pure honey, like it's nice and thick and it's not really runny, and you add
Yeah.
it into the garlic breaks it down and actually makes it runny. And
Yeah.
so yesterday, my husband wasn't feeling good, and so I was making him some tea, and I was just pouring the garlic honey into the tea, and so a recipe that we have that we use in our house for like cold and flu for congestion and stuff like that is a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of honey, a little bit of fresh lemon juice, and then some pepper and hot water. And it works. It actually works really well.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. You had me until you said apple cider vinegar, and that was the very first ingredient.
Apple cider vinegar is actually it's good for so
It's
many different things
so
actually.
good for you. I know, but it's so disgusting.
And I actually just seen a recipe on how to actually make it yourself with using apple peels and vinegar and then just letting it like ferment. So that's really
Really?
cool. I'd be trying that.
Oh,
We're all
I'm gonna
about the
start
home remedies
questioning
over
my
here.
I'm gonna start questioning the homemade gifts you leave me on the step.
Just knock and run. Here you go.
Yeah, but I have heard apple cider vinegar is really good for things. It
It is.
works great for fruit flies too, just so you know.
Yep, it works. It actually works really good too. I had a wart on the bottom of my foot.
Yep.
I used
Yeah,
to.
we've tried that too, and it worked really well. Um, what's another I don't know. Some people have said they like drink it. Like in the
Yeah,
morning they drink a little bit and I'm like
yeah.
I don't know if I could stomach that, but I don't know.
Apple cider vinegar in the morning is actually really beneficial for your gut health.
Yeah. I need some more gut health. But my hot chocolate does really well too.
Yeah, I'm double fisting it over here this morning. I got coffee and I got a coffee protein shake.
That's funny.
So
What are you
doubling
guys
up on the
drinking out
coffee this
there?
morning. I don't got the
Yeah.
jitters yet. We're good.
Yeah. I'm not a huge coffee person. I always make a cup and then I drink like a couple of sips. I do like, so the dad's oatmeal cookies, the hard ones. I like to dip those in coffee. I will make a cup of coffee just to dip 2 cookies and then I'm done. My husband and my oldest son will fill their to-go cups are huge. They're bigger. They're probably about 3 times that size. They
Yeah.
take a pot of coffee, so I just usually only get a cup anyways, if
Yeah.
that.
Well, but I don't drink anything like I'm water or coffee and tea. I like
Yeah.
tea. I'm not a big juice drinker. I'm not a big like I don't not pop like I don't know. It doesn't sit well with my stomach. But I could drink coffee till there's no tomorrow.
And
And
I'm sure many
sometimes there is no tomorrow because I'm awake for so long that it seems
you
like the days are
drank
all just blended.
you drank so much. I'm sure there's many
I
people out there
learned
that can
something.
relate.
Well, my thing is I like to sit down in the evening and then go on my computer and do a few things and I have a cup of coffee. And yeah, then I'm like, why am I still wide awake at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I don't
A
I
good thing
don't
I don't
drink
have to set
coffee,
an
but
alarm for 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
just as yeah. I don't drink coffee, but usually you and I are on at the same time in the evenings.
Yeah, yeah. Our
Chat
little
back
green
and
dot
forth.
on Messenger is always on late.
Yeah. Yeah. Is she awake? Oh, she's awake.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I had a hard time getting out of bed today. So, if you follow our pages, you probably saw that our kiddos were in a curling fun spiel this weekend, curling fun competition. And man, what a fun day that was. And oh, Judy, I like coffee and iced tea. You know what? I don't mind iced tea actually. When I do have coffee, it has to have creamer, no sugar. And the only thing I like is a French vanilla from Tim Hortons or something. They took away my English toffee, but I found it at the nearest 7-Eleven. So now I go there and I get my English toffee. Just, in
Nice.
case you're looking.
And I'm a
But
McDonald's coffee girl. Tim Hortons is like too strong.
yeah, and I
I don't
can't
know.
do McDonald's because it tastes okay, this could sound really weird, but it tastes like coffee. Yeah.
As it should.
Uh, oh, I don't know. Anyways,
It's really cute. So
ultimate.
my grandson was over one day. He's like, "Can I take your McDonald's order, Grandma?" We were like playing, right? And he's like,
Mm.
"Oh, it's okay. I know what you got. One coffee with 2 cream, one medium coffee, 2 cream." I said, "You got it, buddy."
He already knows your order.
It's so
Yeah,
sweet.
Finley
He
brought.
actually knows my daughter's Starbucks order too. It's actually
Oh,
kind of
really? Finley brought me a coffee the other day. He made me coffee. It was really funny. Or no, a hot chocolate. Sorry, he made me a hot chocolate. So I like hot chocolate, but I like hot chocolate straight or with whipped cream. And he
Ooh,
snuck Nutella into it. And so I
nice.
took a drink and I was like, "Oh, this tastes okay. There's something different about it." And Finley's like, "It's not because I put Nutella in it." And I was like, "I'm done."
As
I was
Judy
like,
says, she puts stevia and hazelnut in her coffee, so the Nutella would kind of have that hazelnut
"Yeah.
chocolatey vibe to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't but you know what? I don't like things that are too sweet.
Yeah,
There's like a fine line when I put my creamer in. There's a fine balance there too. I don't like things too sweet, but
yeah,
I don't know, but yeah. But oh well. But
yeah.
I got a coffee. I got a
Oh,
coffee on my way to the fun spiel this weekend. And I didn't finish it, but it was good while it lasted. But yeah, we had spent, gosh, I don't know, what time did you get there?
well, we did the calculations on the way home, and we were there about 9 hours at the
Yeah,
curling rink. Yeah.
yeah, we were there like 8:30, 9 too, because we got there before 11 and
Hmm.
registration, and we left at like 8, so or
Yeah.
almost 8, 7:38.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kids were in a curling bonspiel. So Jennifer's son curls every week. He has his little posse that he goes and he practices with. And my two boys, they had never done it. It was so fun. The community around curling, it was, I just have no words. It's almost like our business. You just walk in and it felt
Part
like
of the
you were where
family.
you were supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
You were meant to be there. This was the right place. Everybody was welcoming. Everybody was having fun. Kids were running around everywhere. It was just the most beautiful
Yeah.
day that I've had in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was it was super special. It was there was so many people there, and it was so cute to see the kids on the ice. And I mean,
Mm,
the majority of the kids, it was a fun spiel. So it was super laid back, super fun. They were just out having the living
yeah.
their best life. Oh my goodness, like it was so cute. My heart was just like beaming all day long because just to see them out there and having fun and giggling and smiling and
Yeah.
just it was so heartwarming. Uh and then my son, uh, he had a little cheering section up up on the top there, and my grandparents came to go see watch him play. And my grandfather's 87, my grandma's 85, and my grandpa's up there just coaching him from behind the glass while he's out on the ice. And it was super cute to watch. And yeah, he had the best day. Like, I mean, we're always busy, we're always doing something, there's always some sort of sporting event going on that we're going to and stuff like that. But the curling community is just a different atmosphere in itself. And it
Yeah.
yeah, it hands
This
down,
was my
it
first
is like
time.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. This was my first time and I walked in there and I mean I go to places for the first time. I do things for the first time. I can walk in groups of
Hmm.
people, but like I'm usually just thinking in my head, like, oh my gosh, what are they thinking? What are they saying? What are they doing? Are we supposed to be here? Are we in the right place? Like, what if we do something wrong?
Yeah.
But we walked in there and just, I don't know, there was just something about it. At the end of the day, I was, oh man, just floating on cloud nine. And
Yeah.
Finley and Colby like have never played, they've never curled in their life. And so it was fun to
Yeah.
see them get out there and be welcomed by not only their team but other teams cheering them on, like, good job guys and you got this. Or like, Jennifer's son and I, we were trash talking each other. It's like it was a lot of fun,
Because you just
but we're still
developed that
friends.
special relationship.
Yeah, Felix and I decided that we're still friends even though his team did, beat my son by a point. And so, but it was so
It
fun,
was
right?
a
Like the whole
good game. It
atmosphere.
was so good.
Yeah. And Finley,
They they
he
they
was
come
so
back from
funny.
underneath. They were down in the
Yeah, they
beginning, and
did
then they
really
come back.
good. Yeah. Finley was
But
over there checking out
yeah,
his dance moves on the ice. I don't know. He was so funny. He took off his coat and we were like, "Oh, he means business now." And then the very next thing he does is he slides his rock on the ice and then lets go and then he spins around and then he's facing forward again. It's pretty cute.
it it was priceless to watch him on the ice because we were watching him sweep, and he'd be
Yeah.
like a mile away from the rock, but he'd just be giving her, and he'd still be going, and
Yeah. He totally
he'd be
missed
like
like,
looking the other way.
yeah, he
It's
was
so cute.
sweeping and then all of a sudden he was like, "Squirrel." Oh, sweep. Or like
It
the
was
rock was
priceless.
already down at the other end of the rink and he was running
Yeah.
because he missed his. It was so cute. It was so fun. My kids now have a love of curling. I now have a love of watching them play. And I think I want to give it a try actually. I don't know, we'll see. But I 8, 9 hours at the rink, and it was a long day, but it was just such an incredible day, and I'm super, super grateful that I have the time to do this, and that we got introduced to something new, and that we're able to actually participate and go out. The kids are now starting in January. We have added curling to the activity schedule because we needed another activity on our calendar. But oh man, it was just so good. So
Yeah, it was. It
I
was a
know.
great weekend. I don't know. I'm so excited for where this takes the kids, where it takes the boys,
Mhm.
because really, I mean, same thing with Felix. He only just started. My family and my husband's family, they are big, huge curling backgrounds, and Felix
Yeah.
had no interest in it for the longest time, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, there's curling. Do you want to go? Okay, but do I have to stay? And I'm like, well, let's give it a
Yeah.
try. If you like it,
Yeah.
then we'll stay. If you don't like it, then we just won't continue on like after these lessons are done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I said, but it's worth a try, right?
Yeah.
It's that's what it boils down to. Just try it. And if you like it,
Yeah.
great. If you don't, then it's okay. Move on.
Yeah.
But
So
he
whatever
really
you're
enjoys it.
out there wanting to do right now, today, whatever you are wanting to
Yeah.
try, go do that. That's our advice for today. Just do it. It's like the
Yeah.
Nike commercial. Go do it. Just do it.
Exactly. And that's what it is. That's what it boils down to, right? You never know
Mhm.
where you're going to find the love of something unless you try, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just that simple. And a lot of times we get this mental picture of what it's going to be like even before we've
Yeah.
tried it. And so that stops us before we even start.
Yeah. Well,
And
fear, right? And
yeah,
fear.
yeah,
Fear is such a huge, huge, even, the curling, like working up to the curling. I mean, my kids are like, "Woo, we're going curling," and "Ooh, we get to see our friends," and "Ooh," and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, there's going to be a crowd of people. Oh my gosh, I got to drive out to Sexsmith. Is it going to rain? Is it going to snow? Who knows this year?" Like there was just all these things going through my mind. And at the end of the day, after we were there, and I don't know what I was so worried about.
right.
Like,
Right.
I just it's a real kick in the pants that and there are times that I have let that, like, get in the way, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't mentally do it today, like, I just can't, and at the end of the day, it's a huge regret, right?
Yeah.
Because you just never know what's there on the other side.
100%. 100%. And if you take anything away from our casual conversation this morning is, just try it. Just try it.
Try
And
something. Yeah.
whatever it is, whatever, and if it's not today, let it be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, let it be the next day. Just don't hold yourself back in fear of the not knowing or the what
Mhm.
if or all of the things that your mind plays tricks. Our minds play tricks on us all the time, and when we actually do it, we are like so fulfilled because it felt great and we
Or
actually
you're
enjoyed it.
not. Yeah, or you're not fulfilled and you know that this isn't for me, and that's okay too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. One way or another, you're going to find out if you like it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I
that's
can't, I
something.
don't know.
I mean, that's something every one of us has experienced at some point in our life.
Mhm.
And it all boils down to a choice, right?
Yeah,
We're all given choices every single day. What we do with them is up to us. And what comes from that is the actions of our choices, right? What we
yeah.
do with it. And I don't know. I just have to
Mm,
say, whatever it is, just give it a go.
yeah. I'm trying really hard to teach my kids that. Especially now that, we've taken this chance online and we're earning online and I get to be home with them. They've
Yep.
seen the other side of fear, right? Like I was scared to do it at first. I was scared to do this and do that and scared to put
Hmm.
myself out there. And I did. And look at all the positives that have come from it. And so now they have a different way of looking at things. Like, well, like Felix, right? Well, do I have to go? Well, no, but you don't have to, but let's give this a try, right? Let's say, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. And then what happened?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And same thing with my kids, do we have to go? Do we have to do this? Well, let's give it a try. And now we have curling on the agenda.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm passing that on to them sooner than I had to learn it in life, because I look back and there's a lot more that I could have done a lot earlier. And I held myself back for sure for many reasons. And so hopefully I can help them not hinder themselves as much as I hindered me.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest takeaways I feel that myself that I've learned through um, owning my own business and working online and the community of people I surround myself with is basically just like really learning about myself and really
Mhm.
then allowing myself to push myself a little bit further every single day. You know what I mean? Doing something that makes me uncomfortable,
Excuse me.
but it pushes me out of that comfort zone because when I'm stuck in that comfort zone, I never go anywhere, right? Like I'm
Yes.
stagnant all the time. And then teaching that then to my children, but they're also you're leading by example because they're seeing you
Yes.
doing these things that is, especially if it was a certain way for a really long time, then all of a sudden they see you doing things differently.
Yeah.
They're like all of a sudden paying attention because they're always paying attention to us no matter if
Yep.
we realize it or not. So when all of a sudden we're doing something that's different and it's not normal, then they pay attention a little bit more, you
Yeah.
know and then it helps them to like, you know it took me almost 40 years to, to figure that out. If they can figure this out at a younger age, I mean, could you imagine the growth that they're going to experience in their lifetime and not
Yeah.
have so many hurdles to cross to get there?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Am I that boring?
No, I told you I didn't want to get out of bed today. Oh, man. It's so hard. I don't know. I put a thing on my page today. I was like, I don't know. It was something along the lines of, I don't know who said every day was a gift, but can we give Monday back? Can I return Monday? Because, man, I don't know what it is today. But we were on the go all weekend. Like Saturday, we had curling. We had something on Friday. Yesterday we had lifeguarding in the morning. Colby does junior lifeguarding, and so we have that on Sundays. Next week is the last one, and then we went to actually, we went to so our city doesn't do a Santa parade anymore, and there's a lot of really upset people for this decision.
Yeah.
Um, Understandably so, because it's a huge thing. It's a huge, and they used to do it every year, so to just, anyways, I could go on. But so our last week, the truckers in our community got together, and there was like 100 trucks yesterday. They came out, they had their horns blaring, their lights were going, they had Christmas lights and blow ups and decorations on their trucks, and there was like
Yeah.
100 of them, and they all went through town, and that was so amazing. And
Yeah.
oh man, sometimes I wonder why we live where we do. And then something like this happens, and
Yeah.
our entire community comes together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It was pretty special. And
I
also,
was trying to hold back the tears, which I felt so silly for, but I was like going live, and I was like,
and it goes bigger and beyond that too because
Mhm.
our community really does pull together in times like this. That was a
Mhm.
toy drive for
Yep.
families that are struggling right now, and
Yep.
we all know somebody that's having a hard time right now. We all know
Yep.
somebody that is going to be not as fortunate as someone else that we know
Yep.
during this time. And so for our community to come together and do a toy drive, like,
Yep. A food and toy drive.
yep,
And I
like
think
it
they had
was
like
incredible the amount of donations that they got to help families in the community that are having a tough time. And we, like I said, we all know somebody that's having a tough time right
yeah.
now.
Yeah. I know.
And
It was a really beautiful thing to be a part of.
yeah, to watch and witness and be a part of that, like it's incredible. Like it's and all around I've been my news feed has been filled with that kind of stuff
Yeah.
in all sorts of communities, and it's so beautiful to see that so many people are coming together and making this happen for others, right? It's not for themselves, it's
Oh,
for others.
especially this year.
Yeah,
This is a really hard year for a lot of people.
it
So,
is. Yep. Yeah.
it
And
was a
you know,
lot of fun.
if that's another takeaway that you can take from this conversation this morning, is the gift of giving, even if it's a smile or a hug or a hello, or you know, just dropping something simple off on somebody's doorstep just to say I appreciate you, you know.
Like
we
homemade
don't hear
cough syrup.
we don't hear that often enough, you know what I mean, where we're telling the people we
Mhm.
love that we appreciate them for who they are and for the simplest little things that they, you know, do in our life, just like
Yeah.
having a casual conversation like we are this morning. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's really
I
uplifting.
appreciate you, Jennifer.
And likewise, that's why we're
Yeah.
friends.
And I appreciate all of you watching and following our page.
Yeah.
Because, if they weren't, I mean, we have over, I don't even know what we're at now. I think it's over 7,000 followers. And I mean, like every day we post just hoping to make one person's day,
Yeah.
to make one person smile, to just have some person out there just to make a difference in their lives. Because man, we have been alone and we have been down and out and we have been in some
Hmm.
really, really tough spots.
Yep.
Jennifer, you've gone through a lot and been through some stuff. And
Yep.
um, at the end of the day, we're all in the same world. We all live in the same
Yep.
planet. We're all here for the same reason. We all, just anyways.
I mean, there was times in my life that I can look back on and I can be like, I can remember it like it was yesterday, where I'm like, is there ever going to be a day in my life where
Hmm.
it's going to be okay?
Yep.
You know, there where
I
I'm not
know.
going to have to struggle, where I'm not going to, you know, worry about where the next meal is coming from, or working, you know, multiple jobs to put a roof over our head and food on the table and clothes on our back. You know, I've been there too, just like so many other people, and just working hard and pushing every single day to make ends meet. And
Yeah.
so just because my life looks the way it does now doesn't mean it didn't look like something different at one point in time or multiple points in time in my life. Like there has been some really low lows, and at when I look back at the beginning before finding this business, there that's what I was searching for. I was searching for change because I needed that change in my life. Our family needed that change in our life, and we were hungry for that change in one way or another. And coming across the story that I came across of, you know, the family sharing they were a blended family and they were struggling, and they come across this business and it changed their lives in multiple ways. And I had I had hope and I had faith that it would come. I didn't know how, I didn't know where, and it did. And I'm incredibly grateful because if anything, I mean, this business may be for you, it may not be for you, but if anything, we can build a really amazing friendship.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
can attest to that.
Mhm. And I mean,
uh,
I've 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 been here for almost 6 years, and the people that I have met have been some of the most wholehearted, genuine people that I have ever met in my lifetime.
yeah,
And we will be friends forever and a day.
yeah. I know. We've almost lost our home.
Hmm.
We have literally looked at our children and not known what we were going to feed them.
Hmm.
Gosh, yeah. And you know what? That can happen again
Yep.
to anybody. It can
Yep.
happen 5 or 6 times in a lifetime. Like life just throws the most random stuff. Gosh, and just
It's
I don't
true.
know. You're not alone, but when you can, there's opportunities out there to make sure that was one of the things I said to Shane when I started this business. I was like, I'm never going to look at my kids and have to say no again.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't eat. No, you can't go to the birthday party. No, whatever. You can't get the Kinder Egg from the store. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a yes mom.
Yep.
It's my new thing. I wanted to be a yes mom. Yes, because we can time wise. Yes, because we can financially. Yes, because we want to.
Yep.
Um, they have missed out. My older kids, you can see it. Like you can see that we struggled and missed out, and they were very much a part of the team, right? My oldest son would go, and when I couldn't do anything because I wasn't working, I wasn't able to work with one of our kiddos when he was little. Um, he would go cut grass, and then he would take that money and go to the store and buy pizza for supper, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he has turned into one of the most incredible kids I know.
Yep.
He's super responsible, and he works hard, and he's dedicated and loyal to his employers and his family.
Yep.
And I don't know, but like, and he's very much since we've started this business, he's very much, when he sees an opportunity, he takes it,
Yeah.
which is nice, right? Because he's seen the other side. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know. You
That's
know
a
what?
beautiful.
Struggling sucks. It really sucks. But I feel like we needed the struggle. We needed to be down and out. We needed to hit rock bottom, maybe 3 or 4 times. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We needed to do that in order to find our footing in this world and where we were supposed to be
Yeah.
and what we were supposed to do to get out of it.
Struggling
Right?
builds strength. You find
Yeah.
different ways in adversity. Like you
Yeah.
find different ways to be able to like meet the needs that need to be met.
Yeah.
You become creative. You become like you adapt to your environment, but you work with your environment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you find your pillars of support. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? It gives you a desire like no other.
Hmm. Your
Because
why
there's,
becomes that much stronger.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know what? If you're out there today and you're struggling, I have a friend who things just seem to pile and pile and pile. There is a light.
Hmm.
Sometimes I felt like I was drowning, buried in like 10 feet of earth. There was no light to be seen, there was no tunnel to get out. Um, but there is, and there will be.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't feel like there is one and there's a way out, but there is.
Yeah.
And you just have to hold the hope and be
Yeah.
patient and don't be scared to try something because it might not work out, because it might be that one thing that pulls you out of there.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, we better get off here. It's over a half an hour.
You all are beautiful. Thank you for following us. Thank you for
We love
tuning
you.
in. And
Yeah.
we just wish you the ultimate best. And of course, we're always on the other side of that message button. So reach out
Yep.
even if it's just even if you just need to talk to somebody.
Yep. And we know that, we're in a season of life is really hard right now for a lot of people. And just know that
Yeah.
um, this season is very commercialized. And my kids have never been happier at Christmas than when we couldn't do Christmas.
Yeah.
And we were together,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't matter. Just be together, find your family, find your love, surround yourself in that love, and nothing else matters.
Exactly. Amen. That's beautiful. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.